First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First carry now for David Montgomery. They find some open field here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well. Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch? Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers. Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, the Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are once again back in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get it downfield for the touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. On play action, Cousins. Being chased out left. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles along the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. They snap it to Fields. On the move to his left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones,
46 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields.
Open man is Hill. He's got it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. A tremendous return there, 39 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins going up top for Kupp. This is intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwagu now from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Julian Okwara.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
3 yards on the pickup there. They've got it back to 3rd and 10.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Tanner Muse with it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 4th down, Fields.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st down, Bears.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins going deep downfield for Ross. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she is pack. Finna, guaranteed, move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al final he encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just a light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. Stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I
I need 100 pack for my boys. These be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
I just scraped it off the top, got it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoys,
carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get, my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it on the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby to make a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference.